Afternoon, everybody. Welcome to the Native American Commission today. And what we'd like to start with is welcome and introductions. John, you can start on the right.
Thank you, Madam Chair. John Strand, behind this mask, with the Fargo City Commission.
Hello, Rebecca Knutson with the Fargo School Board.
Sharon White Bear from the Arikara Nation.
Lenore King, Sisseton Wahpeton Oyate.
Dosha, my name is Chelsea Snyder, and I am from the 3 affiliated tribes.
And Whitney, are you on the line?
I am, yes. This is Whitney Fear, Oglala Sioux Tribe.
Sonia? Okay. Anna? Okay, they're not called in yet. Okay. All right, so we'll just go ahead and move forward to approve the agenda in the minutes. And so can I get a motion to approve the agenda?
I make a motion to approve the agenda.
Second.
Okay, and all those in favor say aye.
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 Opposed? Okay, motion is carried. And we are going to move on to public comment. Is there anybody that would like to do a public comment?
Lenore, do you want to approve the minutes also?
Oh, sorry, I forgot to approve the minutes. Okay, can I get a motion to approve the minutes?
Make a motion to approve minutes.
Can I get a second?
Second.
And all those in favor say aye.
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 Opposed? Okay, minutes are approved. Okay, and then is there any public comment today? No, okay. So we will go forward and move with the subcommittees and the work plan. Okay, are there any nominations for the chair of the subcommittee with education and culture?
I would like to volunteer to be the chair of the Education and Cultural Awareness Subcommittee.
Okay. And Chelsea, you do accept?
Absolutely, as long as everybody else accepts.
Okay. Can I get a motion to approve Chelsea as the chair for the health, or for the education and culture?
I will make that motion. I will.
And I'll second it.
Okay, I will make the motion that Chelsea Snyder is the chair of the Education and Cultural Awareness Committee.
Okay, Miranda, please call the roll.
Strand,
Yes.
Snyder, oh, sorry. never mind.
Abstain.
Knutson,
Yes.
White Bear,
Yes.
Fear,
Yes.
King.
Yes. Okay, and then for the health and wellness, are there any nominations for the chair of that committee?
Lenore, I would like to nominate Whitney Fear.
Second.
He's willing to accept that.
Okay, Whitney, do you accept?
Yes, I would.
Okay. All right. Are there any more nominations? Okay, is that Anna? Anna's here now? Okay, sorry. Okay, can I get a motion to approve Whitney as the chair for the health and wellness?
Madam Chair, I make a motion that we approve Whitney Fear as the chairwoman for the Health and Wellness Committee.
I second.
Okay, Miranda, please call the roll.
Okay, and I do believe there was already a motion and a second on that. So,
Okay.
Okay,
yep. But Snyder,
Yes.
Strand,
Yes.
Knutson,
Yes.
White Bear,
Yes.
King.
yes. Okay, motion carried. Okay, and then there is there any nominations for the chair of the housing committee?
I would nominate Sharon Whitebear.
I'll second that.
Sharon, do you accept?
No, I wanted to nominate John.
Okay,
But that's okay. We haven't had a chance to talk about it, but yeah, I accept that.
okay.
But I would, yeah. Thanks, John.
I'll work with you.
Yes, thank you.
Okay. And can I get a motion to approve Sharon Whitebear as the chair for the housing subcommittee?
I make a motion to approve Sharon Whitebear as the chair of the Housing Subcommittee.
I think, Madam Chair, we just had a motion and a second. It's just now a roll call.
Oh, okay, sorry, roll call.
Thank you. Let's see. Snyder,
Yes.
Knutson,
Yes.
Strand,
Yes.
Fear,
Yes.
King.
Yes. Okay. Okay, and then next, I would like to take 5 to 10 minutes to hear feedback on the questions presented to you about meeting frequency and formal. And did everybody get a chance to read this? Whitney, did you get a chance to go over that?
Yeah, I did. I was just kind of looking at it.
Okay. Okay.
again.
First, since it's already carved out in everyone's calendars, we're wondering, would you be interested in refocusing this monthly meeting slot more towards committee work? And then having a full group meeting as every quarter or as needed? Or would you rather find your own subcommittee times altogether? What do you feel? We'll start with John.
Well, thank you, Madam Chair. I have mixed emotions about that. I would mostly defer to especially the Native voices on the commission. But I believe that we have a challenge to engage the community more, however we do that. I believe working committees are a good way to do that. When and where we do that, I'm open to that. I think maybe we go more to where they're at, and maybe we do that with our own commission. As for quarterly meetings, I'm hesitant to go there because you lose steam and you lose momentum. If we can really step up the committees and have our own meetings, and I'm open to when we meet. I don't know that Thursday noons is ideal, the first Thursday or not, but I'm cautious about the quarterly meetings for the regular group. I just don't want to give the message to the community that we don't have anything to do.
Okay, all right, thank you, John. How about you, Rebecca?
Yeah, I feel similarly to John on that. I think that the quarterly meetings might cause us to lose some steam. I think that maybe the consistent presence that we've been building in the community by having our monthly meetings would be challenged. I think that would go away a little bit.
Okay.
And so I would support continuing the monthly regular business meetings and then figuring out when, how, and where those committee meetings happen, and if those committee meetings are also then open to the public.
Okay, thank you. How about you, Sharon?
Thank you, Lenore. I'm just wholeheartedly against having quarterly meetings. I think that we just need to keep on our business that we are trying to do. We asked for a voice in this community, and I don't think 4 times a year is going to cut it. So no, I wouldn't do that. And then I'm not for that. And then the other thing is, I feel like the people on the committee should set their time and date. There's less persons to decide, at least three each, and I think that's a better way to do that. Let them decide when, but to try to at least have a little bit of to actually bring the subcommittee notes or bring something to the table each time that we're moving forward with something to, really see how we're going with that.
Okay.
Thank you.
How about you, Chelsea?
I believe that the larger Native American Commission meetings should stand monthly and the subcommittees should set their own times and dates. I also agree that meeting quarterly is not necessarily the best practice in communication and collaboration. And I think also the subcommittees, part of the goals of all of them is to involve first the community and also the collaborative partners throughout the community. And so to bring everybody's voices to the table, and then the committee's job or representatives is to bring it back to the commission for actionable change. So setting those goals, things like that. Again, I think that the time should be established by the committees themselves. And I'm thinking monthly, maybe every 6 weeks, unless there are pressing issues. So that need to be addressed sooner. I would definitely recommend that each committee meet at least monthly or every 6 weeks. And those are my thoughts.
Thank you, Chelsea. Okay, Whitney, what is your feedback on this?
Yeah, so I'm in total agreement with what the other commissioners have said about quarterly for like our collective meetings. That's not adequate. And I agree with Chelsea that the subcommittee meetings should probably be monthly, but making our own schedule for these subcommittee meetings does allow for that flexibility for if there is something like coming up that a subcommittee is working on, it allows them that ability to, maybe then weekly before this, whatever they have going on happens. And also just for the ability for the community to engage as well in figuring out how that is going to be done best. I think that as we sort of discussed the reformation of these subcommittees and all of that, what I heard overwhelmingly, and I want the public to know this from the commission members, that like we want the community's help, and we really want people to feel like they're involved and their opinion matters, because it really does, and that we want to move forward together and unified in that. So I think that all of us are committed to making that happen, however we need that to be, because I think we're all aware that that's like some flexibility is the best way to account for for single mom schedules, for weekend work schedules, things like that members of the community might have. And I guess through work that's done by other committees, like such as North Dakota Behavioral Health Division, they have really garnished a lot of participation from communities by making that flexibility, and even in the format of things like holding town halls, holding like more intimate, I guess, kind of meetings, things like that. I think that we have some great community partners too that came to talk to us that said that they were willing to do all those things as well. So I guess that's where I would think that things would work best is for us to make those own schedules. And like Sharon was talking about doing some reporting back, I see that as the means of showing that accountability, that yes, we did meet this month like we're supposed to, and this is what we talked about. Even if it's just to say, you know what, we didn't have much to meet about, so we only met for about 45 minutes and then we adjourned, because we had that big thing last month and we were just kind of recapping. But yeah, I think that would be the kind of the best plan to go forward.
Thank you, Whitney. And I also think keeping, the monthly meetings, just so we can be more updated and keeping together. And yes, working with your own subcommittees on a time that works for all of you. All right. So here, we do have a little questionnaire here. If you take a look at it and then complete your answers and turn this into Catlin before you leave today, okay? And we'll go to item 5. All right, an Indigenous Association rep, Chelsea Snyder, will provide the update for that.
Hi, so I, again, am Chelsea Snyder. I just wanted to provide a quick update. The picture that's being shown right now on screen is interactive mural done by Thrive United at the Census and Native Vote Fry Bread and Raffle giveaway. The raffle will be done today on Facebook and members will be contacted. This has every age group. I believe even Sharon has a little tag on there. We had everybody who was there and who wanted to participate put on whatever they wanted, and this was the end result. So we do have this available to display throughout local community organizations, and if you're interested, please call our email info@indgns.org. As far as the organization itself, right now we're in the process of securing a 4,000 square foot space with a full kitchen that's been recently remodeled in a downtown location. It is not final, but we are working on securing that, so hopefully I'll have more of an update next month. We still have our weekly spotlights. Our social engagement has increased, I believe, 110% in the last month. We're keeping our website presence up to date and continuing to work with that. We are securing additional funding for permanent employees rather than contracted employees. So we're working through 3 different grant writing sessions right now. There's a wealth of information I can give, but I'm trying to keep it condensed and short. If there are any questions that anybody has, or if there are ways, ideas, thoughts that you would like as community members, or commission members, or city council members, or average Joes, please contact us at info@indigenous.org. That's INDGNS.org. Any questions?
How do I buy tickets for that?
Well, the tickets were given to the participants at the event, but you're more than welcome to donate to the Indigenous Association through our website.
Absolutely. Thank you.
Thank you.
All right, thank you, Chelsea. We're really excited about everything that's happening here. It'll be great to have a place for our Native people.
Oh, real quick, photo credits to Sandra Berlin.
Okay. And here we have the Indigenous Peoples Day. Have all of you been able to look at the poster here? If I could have, would you be willing to share, Sharon, on
Sure.
dates and stuff? Thank you.
Thank you, Lenore. I am willing to share, and I know also maybe Catlin might have some things. She's really been behind, on the scene, gathering information and putting people together for the videos and stuff that we're going to have. But again, we're going to have this groundbreaking over at NDSU. One of the things I worry about is, are we going to actually be able to put that garden where they actually said we're going to be putting it? I'm worried about that. I know we're going to be doing a groundbreaking, but I'm not sure if the funds are there or what's going on with that. But I know we're going to be over there doing that for moving this Grandmother Earth's Gifts of Life garden that used to be right across from the Union, and now we're putting it over in the botanical area on 18th Street there. And then all the virtual live streaming, I think we have some very awesome presenters that are going to be contributing, and so that's being put together. We're trying to get some things out to the students, materials that will be able to follow along with one of the presenters that will be presenting. We also just got the cultural competency, the lunch and learn part approved, so we're glad we're going to be having that. And then in the evening, we're going to have a few people talking, but we're also going to be live streaming the presenters again, I believe. So, Catlin, would you like to add to that at all, please?
Sure, I'll just add, so the opening ceremony is closed to the public, but it's open to be live streamed to anybody at all, and that'll be on all of City of Fargo social media, as well as Indigenous Association social media. And then for the remaining programming, that's all available at the Indigenous Association website and social media, and as Chelsea said, that's INDGNS.org.
Thank you. Is anybody have any questions on Indigenous Peoples' Day? John, I can start with you.
Gosh darn, is this like 5 years we've been at this? I'm not sure, but does anybody know the anniversary date of this?
Sharon?
Yes, this is the 5th year.
I think that's one of our biggest accomplishments. And the more we continually focus on the value of Indigenous Peoples' Day, and even though we're in a pandemic, it's just a really great value. If I recall, Fargo was, the first city to have a Native American commission, maybe the 12th or so city to replace Columbus Day with Indigenous Peoples' Day, and then to have it bridge across to Moorhead, and maybe to Grand Forks, and I'm not sure, but good work, everybody. I'm just being nostalgic for a moment.
Sharon, Rebecca?
No, I don't have any questions. I'm so glad that we're able to offer something during this time, even though everyone's not going to be able to be in person, but we can experience it in a different way. Thank you.
I think it also gives the opportunity for people around the country to see what we're doing here and to be able to share that. So I believe we're going to get a much bigger audience than we've had even with the powwow. So I'm glad about that as well.
Good. How about you, Chelsea?
I just want to say I'm extremely excited about the lineup that we have. I think we're going to be working today at the subcommittee meeting to get everything organized so we can post up exactly who and when and what's going to be showcased. There's a lot there and it's all interesting. Some of it is interactive. I'm very excited about the Understanding of Intergenerational Trauma Lunch and Learn event, which I believe is a CEU course. And so, yeah, I'm really excited. And also, if you just want to check in and see what's going on or see how other people in the Fargo-Moorhead area are celebrating Indigenous Peoples' Day, follow the hashtag FMIPD2020.
Oh, sweet. Okay. Could you repeat that again, Chelsea?
Absolutely. Hashtag FMIPD2020.
All right. How about you, Whitney? Do you have anything to add for Indigenous Days or any questions?
No, I don't think that I have anything to add other than just if we could, if we have the link for people to be able to join those, if we could get that put out. I happen to know that there are some organizations that have asked me if they can have that link because they would like to publish it on their Facebook pages actually to help promote the event. And I think that would be wonderful for them to do so.
Okay. Yes, and I'm pretty excited. We have Mayor Mahoney, Mayor Dardis from West Fargo, and Moorhead Mayor Judd, and also we've invited the Dilworth Mayor, who they've all have accepted. So hopefully we can, hopefully they'll be really excited about being a part of it, and we can change things in those cities too.
Madam Chair.
Yes.
For the sake of the listening audience, and me too, I have a sense of who Chief Arvo Looking Horse is. If I recall, he's the keeper of the white buffalo calf woman pipe. I might not be saying this correctly at all, but he's an elder of just huge significance. I'd like to learn more about that, what that means, what his role is, how he's perceived in the community. And I don't know who Tyrell Iron Eyes is. I'm guessing. So who is that? And the more the public can get exposed to their wisdom
Okay.
across the board, it's just great. But who is Tyrell Iron Eyes? Just for my sake.
Okay. Who invited him? Did you?
Tyrell is a local photographer and videographer. He's been working throughout Native country for quite some time, and he is a local artist as well. And so he'll be participating in the live Q&A panel, as well as Chief Arvo Looking Horse and our very own Sharon White Bear. So I think it's a great opportunity or the Q&A panel, or the live panel discussion for the community to interact and directly ask those questions. Some of the questions might not be something that somebody would be willing to kind of publicly talk about, but I think that this is just a really great opportunity to get to know your local artists, to get to know your local activists, and to learn more. So yes, Tyrell is a photographer and videographer.
And I believe it's accurate that Chief Arvo Looking Horse is just really significant in the native communities. Isn't that correct?
100%. He is revered, respected, and just genuinely an amazing individual and human being, a leader, a mentor, and yeah, I believe that Lenore can give you a little bit more information on him personally, but I know that they're even approaching him to introduce yourself or speak to him is it's kind of overwhelming for anybody. He's a very, very important figure or leader in the Indigenous communities.
Wasn't Greta Thunberg's photo with him?
Yes.
There was a really prominent photo that went around the world
Yes, sir.
when they met each other. Last thought is perhaps there might be some community outreach opportunities with talk shows and radio programs in town and other media that we can say, this would be a really great moment for you to connect and share this with the general public.
Yes, sir.
It's a great idea, John, yes, and Arvo is very, very respected, and we're real excited to have him. Maybe we could do just a little bio, you know, in the Indigenous Peoples Day, just so people will know who they are and what they do and represent. So Chelsea, probably, I can give you some information on him.
Lenore, since we'll be having our meeting shortly for this, thank you for giving us some more ideas and things to look at that we can do ahead of time. So thank you for asking that, John. It's very important. We'll do that.
And Madam Chair, if I can help you, Sharon, with any of the media contacts or outreaches, absolutely, or Greg Schildberger in our communications department proactively.
Okay, well, thank you, yes.
So I would suggest then for all keynote speakers, so including Sharon, it would be good to have some of that background information for all of them.
Okay.
And then I'm assuming there's contact with the Indian Ed program for Fargo and West Fargo schools on this
Yeah.
too, but if there's anything that I can help with, let me know.
Thank you. Thank you. We're pretty excited about this day, and it's just falling together.
Let's see here, one other item, sorry, I'm interrupting here, but I would suggest if this is a flyer that's distributed much, that the date be put on here. Because I don't see the date on the flyer. I see 2020 Indigenous Peoples Day, but not the date.
Okay, we can do that.
And just for everybody's knowledge, it is October 12th. That is Monday.
Thank you.
Okay. Okay, thank you, everybody, for having some questions and helping us build this event. Okay, all right, we can go ahead. Does anybody have any announcements?
I do.
Okay, Chelsea?
I want to acknowledge that the Women of the Year 2020 Lifetime Achievement Award recipient is Sharon White Bear. So she has been recognized and she's been in this community, and I just want to say personally and professionally, I am so proud that you were able to be recognized in this way, even though I know you're not excited that I am bringing it up, but I just want to say I'm proud of you and congratulations for the 2020 Women of the Year Lifetime Achievement Award.
Way to go, Sharon.
Well, thank you for saying that, Chelsea. Again, I just like helping people, I think, and the cause there, the YWCA is really close to my heart too, the things that the people do there, and you know, any kind of contributions that you can make to them. We know that's something that's very needed in our community, so I appreciate that as well. So thank you, Chelsea.
Thank you, Sharon. Okay, let's see, we can go ahead and if we look at the memorandum for us here with the local COVID-19 response, they're gonna have a homeless, temporary homeless quarantine center at the former downtown police station. So that's pretty exciting to help our people downtown to have somewhere to go. And here it mentions the Human Relation Commission and Fargo Youth Initiative. And they've both been pretty active in things that they're doing. And the Fargo Water Tower Committee, the Community Water Tower, and that is with Reach Partners and Black Ink Creative Partners for community engagement and design art for a new water tower here in Fargo. Let's see, and then you can go through the budget, community development projects, Gladys Ray improvements, HUD program updates, and a 5-year plan and 2020 action plan. And then there's COVID-19 funding, and the Neighborhood Revitalization Initiative is ongoing, and the Land Development Cold Diagnosis Report and Core Neighborhood Plan, Land Development, that is a really active committee here working on the city of Fargo. And next we can go to the staff report. It's in the packet. Does anybody have any questions or items to open for discussion?
I would just, it says under the youth, sorry, I'm trying to click over to the language, Fargo Youth Initiative Subcommittee. If we want to be connected to those, I guess, as chair of the Health and Wellness Subcommittee, I would like to, for us to connect to that subcommittee, because the services for youth as far as health and wellness have some substantial limitations in North Dakota, including there being no designation of an emancipated minor in the state of North Dakota. So minors that do not have adult supervision, I guess we'll say, have no options for seeking or receiving healthcare outside of the healthcare related to reproductive health. And also there is, to my knowledge, absolutely not a single medication-assisted treatment provider or center in the entire state of North Dakota for individuals under 18. So no options for buprenorphine or methadone for those young people. So I think it'd be good to connect. So if I can ask the city, the planning department, please to connect us, that would be amazing.
Thank you, Whitney, that is great. All right, is there any more discussion with any of these programs? Okay, well, this is fast. The next meeting is October 1st, excuse me,
November 5th.
November 5th. Okay, I have it wrong. Okay, November 5th, and if there's any more questions or any announcements? Okay, Chelsea?
Before we adjourn, I would like to request, I'm sorry, it was a long night, and so it's a long day. I'm working on a fuzzy brain here, but I'd like to put out to the community, how to apply to be on the agenda, how to request to be on the agenda, the email and the date of, the end of the request date that it needs to be turned in. I think that's really important, and it's something that the Indigenous Association would like to publicize on their website as well. So if we could have either the city or you tell us as the community, when do we need to and how do we request to be on the agenda?
Okay. All right. So they've actually get a hold of the city planning, correct, Catlin?
Yeah, you can reach out to planning@fargond.gov, but we also have every commission member's contact info on the website at the Native American Commission webpage. And ideally, we would have agenda requests in 2 to 3 weeks before the next meeting, ideally 3 weeks before. So you're welcome to send those to a commission member or to planning@fargond.gov.
Thank you. Anything more? Otherwise, this meeting is adjourned.
Thank you.